Okay, so I'm
What,
recording. All
you're
right.
going to start and I'll, yeah.
Okay, so we are back. Connections 50 Plus is reconnecting, doing a 6-month review of one of our early clients, Miss Chandra Kowlessar, Mrs. Chandra Kowlessar, owner of the First House Spa and Tea Shop. Jan, would you believe it's 6 months that we finished?
Yes, Chandra, I was saying that I couldn't believe it's 6 months. And, you know, it is really, really nice chatting with you, you know, having you here with us, letting us know how it has been. You
Yes.
know, I know from reading, from following all the good things, especially on your social media, on Facebook, etc., that I know you're doing great. And we actually had the privilege of coming to tea there. So I know things has been going great, but just tell us now what has been happening. Or you should really start by letting us or know, you know, sharing when we first started, you know, why did you come to us? Or why did you choose us? Connections 50 Plus.
Jan, it's nice to be able to chat with you all once again. Um, it has really been a pleasure working with you all. The reason why I came, because of the philosophy in terms of what your business is built on, resonated with me. And hence the reason I came and I attended all your functions and I got to know more about what you all did. And that is where I said, okay, let me have a chat with both of you all and let you all know exactly what my challenges are. And that is what I did, because I had a lot of challenges I had a lot of ideas in terms of what I wanted to do with my business. It was an existing business as a spa, and I had a lot of other ideas in terms of what I wanted to marry it with.
Mm-hmm.
And you all were very good in terms of actually choosing a business to complement the spa. It's one of the first in Central and South Trinidad. I don't know what in North they have, but it's one of the first for Central and North. And it's a business that complements the tea shop, complements the spa. And also, in addition to finding out what business complemented the spa, you also looked at in terms of where my skills lie, and in terms of what energized me, and hence the tea shop was born.
Yes, and I know, Jen, our viewers can go to that Facebook Live recording where we had Chandra as our guest to learn a whole lot more about that process in terms of building, you know. But Chandra, looking back, that whole process of building a strategy and implementing the strategy, working with us through that process, what are some of your memories of that, the getting it done?
It was enjoyable. I was excited. It was so easy working with you all, and in addition to easy, nothing slipped by in terms of a good fit and what I should do. We remain very focused. What I like about working with you, Terry and Jen, is that you all are very dependable, very resourceful too. Also, the thing about it is that you all actually worked with me from the beginning to the end. Support was always there. I could have always called or messaged when I needed to get something done. So the support, the interest, the excitement, and remaining focused was, I think, one of the most important things in order to be able to bring this business to fruition.
Oh, Chandra, I'm so happy to hear that. That you're able to really deliver all these things to you. You know what I and you saying that, what I recall too and felt so proud of is when you actually had the formal opening.
The launch.
You know, the launch. And yeah, you know, I mean, it was such a proud moment for us to see, and you know, all your guests, they were so happy and congratulating you, and all the plans just, you know, everything just worked out so nicely. you know. So for me, that, I mean, for both Terry and I, that was like, wow, you know.
Yeah,
We
because
did it.
even,
We all did
yes,
it.
you all, yeah, we did it because even just feedback from some of the people here, they wanted to know who are these two people because they
Yes.
felt that you all were so involved and so supportive. Those were the kinds of responses I got from some of my guests.
Chandra, it's very important to have that feedback, because one of the things that Jennifer and I realize is that many times consultants would hand you a strategy, hand you a package, and then, okay, walk away, call me if. And one of the ways we pride ourselves on differentiating working with emerging businesses is that we come in and we literally work along with you to help you, all the nuts and bolts, the little, if it has to be served tea, if it has to be when you're stressed and you don't know what to do, we are your go-to supporters. And it's really good to hear that you have experienced that and you're validating it. So thank you again for that.
You are most welcome. It was really a joy because the thing about it, I understand in terms of the implementation, you all were there holding my hands. If I felt I needed to get some feedback from you all, I could have messaged you all at any point in time or call, pick up the phone. Everything was just a phone call away. And that is something very critical. Yeah, that is something very critical to working with, and that is really what differentiates you all in terms of the hand-holding for the implementation and even post-implementation, the feedback in terms of how I was going. That was also very appreciative, and that you cannot put a price on that because a lot of people don't do that. So some of the activities that you all performed, it was really priceless.
So at this stage, Chandra, how are you doing?
I am doing very well, was doing very well, and will continue to do very well. But COVID-19, you have to just really refocus and see exactly. It's also a planning period in terms of how you're going to go forward with doing business. And it's bittersweet in that you have to, you're not getting your customers and we have to all stay away. But it's also sweet in the sense that you have that period to really plan and see how to go forward with business, because there's going to be a different dispensation in terms of the way things are done. And that is really very, it is going to be very, very interesting.
Great.
Yeah, because the way we package things, the way we sell ours, the way I'm going to be selling my service, and the way we package, the way I'm going to be packaging things, going to be very different. It might be more a home care kit, and then you come here every. So a lot of it has to be given. A thought has to be given in terms of how the services will be dispensed post-COVID.
Chandra, how, based on where we've started and the foundation that you have, how confident are you in terms of facing this changed future? Based on the work that we did and the foundation that would have been laid.
The thing, I am confident enough to the point where I will not be operating at a loss, but confidence is a skill in my thing that has to be built and developed as we go along. So confidence lies in the fact that I know that I'm not going to be at a loss, right? I may be break even, but as I develop that skill, confidence to be able to post-COVID, I will get stronger in terms of understanding my clientele. Because a lot of it has to do in terms of know your customer, what it is they are looking for post-COVID, and that confidence will eventually develop to a greater degree as I go along. But as it is, I am confident enough that I'm going to be opening and not operating at a loss, or will not allow myself to operate at a loss.
And what's great to Chandra, you have a very good roadmap to work with. Yep. You know, you have that foundation, you develop the skills, you understand your business, where it is going, all the plans you had for it. So it's just about tweaking a bit, you know, to suit this situation as is.
Yeah. But I am good. I am good. This period, I'm using it to plan
As you
and
should.
yeah, to plan a planning stage. Use it to plan and do whatever you want to do. How you're going to go forward. So that is where I am.
So that sounds great. So we're looking forward, maybe as soon as the
In 4
COVID
months, it will be a year. September is coming again.
Yes, it'll be a year. So we have to do something really, really nice. Something really, to get customers in and be encouraged and all of that,
Yeah.
There are plans in train to take it forward.
I have no doubt that you will be, really will do great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for that confidence. And it will be fine. We will be fine. The first house tea shop and Spawn tea shop will be fine.
And
I'm sure.
One of the things that I want to emphasize that you've done, that people need to, is if you understand the vision of how you want your customers to be served, you put the things in place because you understood what that tea shop needed to be, what that space needed to be, and you took the sacrifice and you enclosed it, you created the environment and so on. That investment is going to pay off in spades. Because as I said earlier, I think you molded that business for the post-COVID period. That reflected a lot of foresight, and I agree with you. You're going to do well.
Thank you very much. And I really enjoyed working with you all, and you all can get the only way forward is getting better and better and better. I thoroughly enjoyed working with you all and wish you all the best also.
So thanks again, Chandra, and we're going to be chatting with you again soon.
Yes.
If you're not too busy, if you don't get too busy.
No, we won't. Actually, I'm looking forward to coming again for that relaxing, to relax and to get my massage.
Oh, yes, for sure, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward for that. So I will be one of your first clients after this lockdown.
Post-COVID.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all very much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Chandra.
Bye-bye.